What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Hopefully your Sunday's going extremely well, but again, happy Sunday. Just want to thank you guys for watching today's video. If you could, go ahead, hit that like button, but let's jump into the update for today. First off, monthly payments, okay? I want to address this because we are starting to get more discussions on monthly payments. Some of this isn't just from lawmakers though, it is coming from economists. Economists are saying that monthly payments are being considered as essential. Now, this does not just mean monthly payments is in regards to a stimulus check. This could be a monthly payment for child tax credits. It could be more monthly payments, for example, like unemployment benefits. It could be a monthly payment, for example, a recurring rental assistance program. These are things that lawmakers we're talking about, but this is now starting to be taken over by economists that are saying that studies are proving that monthly payments should be considered as essential to the American people during a pandemic. So, this would also reduce the poverty rate in America. We have seen there's reports from multiple different studies that are saying that this could reduce poverty by 10 to 14 million Americans if we get monthly payments. That's huge. There's one study, or there's one economist group that says that we would see there'd be about 12 million less people living in poverty if there was a fourth and a possibly fifth stimulus check. But this is a reason why some lawmakers are saying that we must pass additional stimulus. A stimulus check is imperative to getting the economy back to where it once was. What I can tell you is right now, many are still trying to get their first stimulus check, their second stimulus check, even their third $1,400 stimulus check. There has been millions of checks that have not been cashed. There's been millions of checks that have been pretty much stolen from scams and fraud. There's been millions of checks, millions of people that didn't even know they qualified for a stimulus check. So because of that, they never got it. This includes the $1,200 check, the $600 check, and the $1,400 check that was sent out about a month ago, and people are still continuing to receive those. What I can tell you right now is what lawmakers are discussing is have the monthly payments structured based off the 2020 tax return. And they say this because if you want to know who was hardest hit during the pandemic, we can't look at 2019. It makes absolutely no sense. And we can't look at 2021 because obviously we're still in 2021. But what we can do is we can look off of 2020, see how did people do during those months, and then we can determine how much these people should be getting. So lawmakers are saying if we structure all of our additional payments, all of our additional relief off of 2020 tax returns and if people didn't file in 2020, fine, nothing. You get absolutely no return, no relief. Right? You have to file in 2020 because what we're seeing is, again, the date for the tax returns to be in is May 17th. So we have, 15 days from today, a little bit over 2 weeks, to get in our tax returns by the extension date. So what I can tell you right now is, yes, we could potentially be looking at any relief that we get is going to go off of 2020 tax returns. So the people that were negatively impacted in 2020, those are the ones that are going to get the most relief, the most assistance. So that is good news because that's exactly what some lawmakers, specifically Senator Joe Manchin, has been requesting, is let's have more targeted relief. Let's target the infrastructure bill. Joe Manchin has been about all targeting. Let's target these different pieces of legislation to actually impact and provide for the areas that need the most relief and the most assistance. Now, what we do know is, according to experts, monthly payments would help students, parents, and Social Security recipients as well as businesses. Now, this is something that it's not new. I haven't actually discussed this in a little while. But what I used to say, I think before the third stimulus check passed, was if we see an additional stimulus check, okay, instead of seeing a $1,400 stimulus check, and I think at that time they were actually discussing, I think it was actually $2,000 as in addition to the $600. But then it got switched to 14. And I believe when we were discussing this, there were actually talks on if we give $2,000, what it's going to help do is it's going to help pay for bills. It's going to help pay for, any essentials, right? Food, gas, heat, electric, things like that, utilities. But in addition to that, there'd be a little bit of money left over that some of these recipients of the stimulus check, of that $2,000 check, could actually take some of that money, let's say $200, $300, $400, and go and spend that at their favorite business, their favorite restaurant, local mom and pop shop, right? And this would actually help these businesses stay afloat, and the businesses would not need any grant money, wouldn't need a loan from the SBA, wouldn't even need possibly a PPP loan, which is, you can forgive pretty much the entire thing. So the good news there is this is actually what we're seeing is we're going back to that. Let's provide additional assistance. Let's get additional help. That's what we are currently seeing at this time. Now, what I can tell you is that Democrats are bashing the infrastructure bill as of right now because they say it is too expensive and it actually takes too long to implement. What Democrats want is immediate results. Here's the reason why, and I said this before and I will continue to say it again. What we know at this time is Democrats want to see immediate results simply because if they don't, here's the problem, that Republicans are just waiting. Republicans are just waiting for Democrats to make a mistake, and they're going to jump on that. They will pounce, and they will figure out a way to take that idea of, all right, you wanted to do all this infrastructure bill, whatever. But the problem is it took too long. It took too long. You weren't able to get the help. You weren't able to provide us with the relief we needed. And what happened was, what we're potentially going to see, and this is exactly what Senator Bernie Sanders said about 2 months ago, is if Democrats don't provide the relief the American people need, they will lose in the upcoming midterm election. So that's what we're hearing at this time. Democrats say we need to do more. We need to provide the American people with the more popular policies because this is going to help keep us in office. So what I can tell you is if we see Democrats lose both the House and the Senate, and it goes to a Republican House and a Republican Senate and a Democratic president, President Biden is going to have a very difficult time getting anything he wants passed. I guarantee that. That's exactly what experts are saying as well. So here's what I want you to understand. Democrats worry as of right now that going too small will cause them to lose the House and the Senate. So what does this mean? This means at this time, chances are Democrats are going to try to go big. We're going to see big, bold legislation. Hopefully it's something that will actually help the American people. Hopefully it's something that we will actually see immediate results with. This would be something like a stimulus check, child tax credits as a monthly payment. Again, these are going to be coming out sometime in July. We're going to see things like rental assistance start coming out a little bit sooner. Some lawmakers are discussing doing some type of change and amending the previous rental assistance program to make it where states cannot say that the landlord has to accept a 40% cut to their relief, because as of right now, some landlords aren't going to accept that and are actually denying this relief. So what I can tell you is right now there's a lot of discussions, there's a lot of talks, and as I get more answers, I promise I will fill you in on all those details. Just want to thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Consider subscribing so I can continue to keep you updated on everything that's going on, and I'll see you guys on the next one.